But I can't just say that.
Do we sound good?
Check 1, 2, 3. Check
2, 2. Yep.
All right.
Sounds good.
You want to count us in?
3, 2, 1.
What up? You know what? We should mix it up. Why don't you do the intro tonight?
Oh, okay.
Man.
All
See if you can handle it.
All right. Okay, so welcome. This is Necro Electric episode. What are we on?
Well, this is 13.
11. Oh, 12.
This is 13.
13.
See, I didn't even know.
Holy cow.
Let me finish this Red Bull.
13.
Episode 13.
I'm lucky 13. Yep. I am Kylie Skellington, the host with the most. Thank you. To my right is Mr. Schonkenstein himself, Mr. All Night Long.
Oh, shit. TMI this.
And all the way to my right is Mrs. Susana Banana. She likes some bananas.
Sure do.
Her grandma's like, whoa, no.
Grandma ain't even on YouTube, thank God.
I'm going to say, Susana, what's today's episode's theme?
Today's theme is nightmares.
Nightmares.
Oh, shit.
Woo.
Nightmares.
Yeah.
Fun nightmares.
Right. Take it over, Schonkenstein.
All right.
Did we forget something on the printer?
Yeah, I think we did. We got one.
Keep going.
Uno momento.
Yeah, it's okay. Here, we're gonna borrow this real quick.
Oh, is that the one? Oh, okay.
There should be two. I don't know why.
And sorry, guys, I'll be sniffling because I kind of have allergies. So, yeah.
It's okay.
I'll try to stay away from the mic.
Nightmares, huh? You guys, there's so much with nightmares. Do you guys ever, I think this is weird, like with humans, because I'm pretty sure everybody has it, but you have those dreams where you're falling.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God, yeah.
And then, like, you
I hate those.
finally hit, and then you
Your
wake up.
stomach drops and you just wake up.
I literally fell off my bed when I was like 12 or something, like, just smack, and that's how I woke up.
Isn't that weird how we all have the dream, though?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what triggers that.
I get that all the time, and I'll have dreams where I'm, like, walking somewhere, and then I kind of, like, step in, like, a pothole or something, and then my leg will kick
Like
in
a
real life.
sinkhole and you just...
Just like a hole, you know? I like lose my step, you know? And then I'll kick my legs, and my dog always sleeps like our dog Grim. He always sleeps like in between my legs, and then he gets like, what the hell?
With my dreams, it's always so exaggerated. It's never just a little pothole. It's like a fucking sinkhole.
Oh, like
or like
movie
I just
style.
straight up fall off a cliff in the middle of nowhere. Like,
I've had those ones where you're fighting this motherfucker you want to beat
Oh,
up
yeah,
so
yeah.
bad, and you can't hit them, and they end up beating the shit out of you, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, and you get hella pissed off.
oh my God, so many times. And then only once I had the dream where I finally was able to fight and beat the shit out of somebody. But that was like years later, you know. And I was like, what? How did that happen? Like, what happened in my brain? Like, what happened?
You know, I
don't know.
used to get the same dream, but in my dream, like, I like try to push past being able to not be able to punch because I'm all slow.
Oh, okay.
And like the way I would do it I'd be like, "Rah!" You know, I'd like scream, and then I would literally come screaming out of my dream into real life, and she would be like, "What's going on?" You know, and I'd be like,
scariest
rock concert in bed.
ever. Scariest shit ever.
Oh,
I haven't done it in a while, but
yeah, when
I
you
used
go
to-
into like fight mode, you like all these weird sounds come out of you.
Yeah.
It's fun though.
Yeah, she was like Dragon Ball style. I'd be like, "Ah!"
Like, how do you deal with fear in your dreams? Like, say you're in danger. Everyone deals with fear a different way.
Oh,
Like, if
man,
someone's
yeah.
chasing you, what usually happens to you in your dream? For me, it's like I can't talk. I'm trying to scream, and I just can't.
Oh, I hate those dreams. Man, the ones that I had a recent one not so long ago. I think it's because I was going through a lot of stress and I had to fucking scary ass dream where somebody was trying to kill me, like me and other people, like we were all trying to run away. It seemed like a movie, like we were
like sleepaway camp and shit.
Some kind of shit like that. And we kept running and running and running, and I could feel myself exhausted, like my stomach hurting of how much and how fast we were running. And then slow people falling, and I'm like, oh, fuck, trying to help them, and then the ones that fall even farther, just you're heartbreaking because you can't help them. And basically, I never ended up facing the people. I was running away, and we were like hiding, and always like they're close by. Yeah. And I don't know if that's just because of movies I've watched, or if that communicates something of the way I would handle something. Because I have a crazy ass story for y'all, but that's for another time. But I feel like in person, I normally just say what the fuck I want to say. Like if somebody's being rude, I'm like, don't be rude to that person. Like, how dare you, or whatever. Yeah. But in my dreams, it's like I'm just hiding the whole time. And trying to stay quiet, starting to stay like, don't let nobody see me, and we'll be all right.
Yeah,
like,
see, I'm the opposite. I'm the one trying to scream, and I can't.
Like, I'm just like a sniper. I feel like a sniper the whole time, trying to run away and hiding and just look at them and then never shoot. I don't know why I can never shoot.
And then I'm guessing with you're the one trying to fight.
I'm always trying to fight, but I'm just slowed or pinned down for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
You ever have, like, I moved around a lot when I was little, and every once in a while I would get like one of two kinds of dreams. Like one, you wake up like in the dream you're in your old house.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like you wake up and you're like in your new house and you don't know where you are. Have you ever done that?
Yeah. I think I've had one of those where I'm literally walking around the old house. But have you ever sleepwalked? Like actually ended up somewhere in the house. Like that happened to me. Like I got up.
Sleepwalk?
Yeah, I got up and I was in the bathroom, in the new bathroom, or the bathroom in that apartment I was, thinking I was in the old house where we grew up. And that happened to me. It was trippy.
That is trippy.
I did wake up
while you were. Did you wake up while you were like in the bathroom?
I woke up and then I like went back to sleep. Like if I was like I woke up and I was like, oh shit, I'm in the bathroom, and then like went back to sleep. And I like literally walked myself to bed, but I was in my head was like shut down, But I knew. Yeah. I was like in between because I knew I walked myself to the back to the bed. And I freaked out in the bathroom, but not enough to like fully wake myself up.
Yeah.
That's
and then
crazy.
when I woke up in the morning, it was like, I'm never gonna drink that much again, because I literally drank so much that night. I drank a lot.
Dude, drinking can give you some really crazy dreams. Yeah. Really crazy dreams.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
I remember too. I used to have this waterbed, and like waterbeds, you have like the frame, and then your bed's bigger, so there's like a little L-shaped canal.
Yeah, like some space.
Yeah, like under your bed, and I used to like hide shit under there. Like I didn't want my mom to find or whatever, And my cat used to like go under there when I was little.
That's weird. You had a waterbed.
Yeah, I had a waterbed. I had insomnia when I was a little kid, and that my mom had a waterbed, so she put me on it, and I fell asleep. Oh. And then like the next day,
as a mother, I'd be like, "Yep, waterbed."
Yeah.
But I had this dream one time. Because I used to walk down, I had buddies that worked at Little Caesar Pizza when I was living in Reno in high school days. And I used to walk down and get a little pizza and walk back all the time. And I had this dream. And in the fucking dream, I like did the whole walk to Little Caesars. And then on my way back with my little pizza, I found a wad of cash, like with a rubber band on it. And it was like $1,000 or more, right?
Why'd you not just go spend it?
It was a dream, and so I was like, holy fuck, that's awesome, right? And I went back and I ate my pizza, and then I was like, I need to hide this, like my mom doesn't find it or something, Yeah. And I put it under my waterbed in that little canal, and then I woke up, and then I was like, holy shit, I found that $1,000 or whatever, and then I like went under there, and it was gone, but it was so real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it was so real. I was like, fuck, that was a dream?
That is a bummer.
Damn.
And how old were you?
I was like 16, 17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
$1,000 when you're 16 is like, I'm rich.
Yeah, especially in Reno. Yeah, dude, I was fucking so disappointed.
Crazy.
Damn. And your cat never popped the waterbed? I'm like,
no, she did.
Yeah, we're back to the waterbed.
She popped it a bunch of times. Her name was Beans.
Because they just always... They're just little devils. They all want to scratch stuff.
I mean, I had like 20 blankets on my fucking waterbed after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if like it got to the point where it was exposed, yeah, she would do that fucking kneading thing.
Kneading, yeah.
And then it would pop that shit. Do you guys ever have reoccurring dreams?
I do, yeah.
I have like a house like that I go to. I've had at least like 3 or 4 times I've had a dream where I go to the same house. And it gets
Does
weird.
the same thing happen or something different
No,
every time?
it's just the same place.
Yeah.
And I've never been to this
Same
place. You know, and I go there, and then by like the second or third dream, like I'm familiar with it because
Right.
I've had a dream with it before, and then I'm like, oh shit, I'm here
Yeah,
again.
that's
You know,
crazy.
you never had that?
I mean, I'm sure I have, but I can't remember nothing right now. It hasn't happened lately at all, like in a long time. But
It happens to me. I'm in a city and the houses kind of look like the houses in San Francisco. They're like right next
Townhouses?
to each other,
Yeah.
townhouses.
okay.
But then every couple houses there's a carnival ride, and it's just one giant oval of just houses and carnival rides.
damn.
Bums in Frisco would love that.
But something weird always happens, like a cheetah got loose and it's like chasing people, or like riding rides, or just random shit. But like I'm familiar with the place, like I can see it now even.
Has there ever been music in your dream?
Yeah,
Like you hear like this one song.
I can't recall.
I've
Yeah.
had dreams where I wrote music, like
Oh,
lyrics,
that's cool.
and then I woke up and I'm like trying to remember them. You know,
Oh,
you gotta try to write them.
Oh, yes. I've had dreams where I guess I listen to so much music, I don't know, where I hear this song and I can remember the song and I'll wake up and I'll keep singing the song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I've had those moments where I'm like, and I'll hum like a melody, right?
Yeah.
And then time passes by and I'll hum the melody again at some random time in my life, and somebody like my husband or my sister, she's like, "What's that melody?" I'm like, "I don't know, but it's just this melody that I hear all the time in my
So you don't
head."
hear like Usher and shit in your head, right?
No, it's just like it's all instrumental. It's a melody.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I still don't know what it is. Something cool.
When you guys were like young and going through puberty and stuff, did you guys have like sex dreams?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
I mean everyone does.
Yeah.
Did you ever have them
Really?
like about people you weren't like attracted to?
Oh.
I had them about like teachers and stuff. They weren't like attractive teachers or anything, you know. And then you're all weirded out because like in your dream you saw them naked, and then you go into
No.
class and you're like,
There was absolutely nothing that you found attractive about those people.
No.
There's no way you have a sex dream.
Other than the opposite sex, just I don't know. I have no idea.
no, they were like 50 years old.
Oh.
Like,
You had a horror dream.
yeah, dude.
Nightmare.
Awkward.
It was weird, and then like you feel weird because like the next
You're
day
like-
you see them and you're like, oh, I feel like dirty.
I've had dreams like that, but like about like my friend at school or something like that. Not like a teacher or nothing, but I would have a dream about maybe this person in our group of friends. And then I would see them the next day, and it's like, oh my god, we were totally making out last night, like, and I'm like, I would never, like, that kind of thing, And I don't know, it's very trippy. I don't know what it says to me.
So, what exactly are wet dreams?
Uh,
Can women have them?
Yeah.
yeah,
You've
Is
never
that
had
just-
a wet dream?
No.
Oh.
like you
Like,
wake up and you're ready to roll, or like you have like you straight up orgasm.
Oh. Have you
I'm honestly curious because I don't know.
Well, I mean, I feel
Let's
like
Google
I've
it.
probably. Yeah, let's see what the description
Yeah.
really is. To see if this is right or wrong. I don't
Like
reveal.
I always just pictured like a wet dream, like like you're ready to roll, like when you wake up.
Like,
you know?
So, like, for a
you're
man,
turned
you just
on.
have a boner.
Yeah,
That would be a
yeah,
wet
you didn't
dream?
actually.
I feel like a wet dream would be you're wet.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
You came.
well, not
Like you came, or you're getting ready.
like when
like-
a dude, just like girls, like
I guess
when you're about to have sex, like
foreplay.
yeah, you get like a little bit of like they call it pre-cum.
Yeah.
A little wetness going on.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess that's what a wet dream is.
You're
That's
moist.
what my
I know. I'm
yeah,
gonna get shit for that.
Yeah.
Moist.
Moist.
like
Yeah,
the
you get a
bunt
little moist.
cake. I feel like that's my understanding and definition of it. Like I've had that type of dreams.
I typed wet dream.
What
and
are you looking up
it's-
over there?
I typed wet dream and it turned into What a Dream by Aretha Franklin.
I don't know.
What the fuck? Dead air.
Have you guys had wet dreams?
It says wet dream, an erotic dream that causes involuntary ejaculation of semen.
Oh, so it's a
you
full
actually
ejaculation.
ejaculate.
Oh, okay. So I've never had a full-on orgasm. When I wake up, I'm like, oh my God, I just orgasmed.
Yeah.
No, I've just always gotten foreplay ready.
Yeah.
In a sexual dream, but never, no. I guess, I think it happens mostly to guys. Then I have to agree with you.
It says girls, too. It says, or vaginal wetness or an orgasm for a female.
Oh, okay. So
And it says
wetness.
nocturnal
Yeah, so
emissions.
that's a no for me.
Okay, yeah. But vaginal wetness, it includes that. So I guess that's also a wet dream, even though you didn't fully orgasm.
We'll call it one. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever.
There have been dreams that I've had, though, where I wake up and I go, hey, I'm mad at you.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I'm
the
so
cheating
pissed at you.
dreams.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I've had them
She's
cheating
like, what did
dreams.
I do? What did I do?
I woke up pissed off, and then one time I woke up crying. Like, just, like,
Really?
you motherfucker, how dare you? You
Diego's
know,
like, what?
Yeah, and it's, you know, he'll react like, oh, babe. Like, if I cry, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, you know? I was like, I know you didn't really do it, but you know, I felt so real. And it's just
Yeah.
like, and the whole day I'm like watching him like,
Yeah. It happens.
God.
It happens.
Yeah.
they say that when you dream, your soul really does travel, like, or not necessarily travel, but your brain, like, you tap into another part of your brain that you don't necessarily tap into at all while you're awake. Like, your brain has so much more capacity than we can fathom.
I believe it.
And I'm like, dude, give me those mushrooms. I need to get there now, like, today. Like, but apparently, if you do take psychedelic stuff, you know, if you guys are for it or not, but
I've
if
done
you
it.
if you do take it, it takes you to that part of your brain.
Yeah.
And I'm so stoked.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's podcast had some dude on there that it said like when you either take psychedelics or even in your dream state, they think that like you go to another plane. You know?
That was so exciting
So
to me.
weird.
It's so gnarly. Like, oh God. Anyway.
You know what's a nightmare to me is when I have a dream that I have to pee, and in the dream I go and I pee in the bathroom in my dream, and then all of a sudden like mid dream I'm like, wait a minute, I'm dreaming. I gotta stop this or else I'm gonna end up fucking like pissing the bed or something.
Yeah.
I've pissed the bed as a kid. I've always had dreams that I was using the restroom, and I would literally pee myself. Like, I would, all the way up to 10 years old. All the way to 10 years old.
10 years old.
Yeah, to the point where mom's like, I think you have a problem. Take this pill. Like, we went to the doctor and everything. And I'm like, I dream it and I pee. Like, that's what would happen. I would literally see myself peeing in the toilet, and it would just let go.
Go everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know.
I remember I must have been about like 3 or so, somewhere around there. It was right when my parents were like splitting. I remember I distinctly remember crawling into their bed because I had like a bad night or something, bad dream or something. And then again, I had like some kind of dream where I was peeing, and then I like pissed all over their bed with them in it. And then my dad like got super pissed and like grabbed the blankets and like, you know, flipped the blankets, and I went flying.
No.
And he was like yelling, and I was like, oh shit, what's happening? You know? So like I was traumatized, so never again.
Yeah. And he goes, never happen again. Damn. Yeah.
When I went to college in Chico, we lived in this like fourplex, and we had so many parties. Like, people would just get obliterated. And this one time, one of the guys that lived upstairs, he was drunk, passed out, everyone was sleeping, but apparently in the middle of the night, he went over to his roommate's desk, opened the laptop like it was a toilet, peed on it, and closed it.
That's awesome.
That's funny. Did they get that on tape or something? Or
No. They were just all
Just
pissed the
found the
next
piss.
morning. We're like, why is everyone so angry?
Oh god.
Someone fucking peed on my laptop. I can find out who it
Didn't
is.
know the password. That's funny.
This one isn't like dream related, but one time, when, like one of the summers, I was with all my cousins. They took us to this place called Great America. I don't know if you know about it. It's in California. It's an amusement park.
Oh, okay.
And my grandfather was like a military guy, and he's all crazy or whatever. And he was like, do not go on the Rip Roaring Rapids. It's like this raft ride where you get all wet.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, fuck that, you know. And we went on the ride,
you did.
and then there's a certain part.
Do not go. Okay.
I will.
They're like giant donuts with seats in them.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it at Six Flags and Hurricane Harbor.
And like
yeah.
we're going around, and you get to a certain point right before the end of the ride, and you'll either go under the waterfall or you'll go around it.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
And most of the time we always went around it, but of course this time we got stuck right under it.
Take
And
it.
we're just circling, and it's just dumping on us, right?
Oh man.
And then it's like getting dark and it's getting cold, and we get out and we meet up with them, and like we're all shivering, and my grandpa's like, and my buddy Robert Preston, the biker guy, he was with us, and we're all shivering and shit, and my grandfather's super fucking pissed, and he's like, you know what, we're not going to fucking dinner. I told you guys not to do this shit. He's like, we get home, you guys are taking showers, and then you're going to bed, you know. And we're like, oh, whatever, you know. We're all like cold and freezing.
Yeah, let's go home.
And we get home, and we all line up because it was, you know, a walk-in shower or whatever, and we're all lined up outside of the thing. And he's super old school, and he came flying up the stairs, and he's like, I thought I told you guys to fucking take a shower. And we're like, yeah, we're just waiting. He's like, all of you, get your fucking get your ass in the fucking showers, right?
little sardines.
Yeah, it was a big shower. It was their shower, you know. But he's like, get in there and fucking go to bed. And then we're like, oh fuck, man. And then my buddy, he's not even like a member of the family.
Yeah, that's
okay.
And he was like, what the fuck, man?
okay.
You know, and we all get in there, and we're all like, don't look at my dick, dude. You know, we're all like lining the
You
wall.
guys are actually naked?
Yeah. And we're all facing the wall, like in the shower. And we're all, we must have been like 7 or 8 at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember, and my little cousin John was like the youngest.
Oh, of age. I thought you meant 7 or 8 of us. I was like, damn,
There
that's
is,
a lot.
there was
7 or 8 of us.
probably like 6 of us. I think 5 or 6 of us in there. And then my cousin Chris was close to my age, and we're all just like showering up real quick, like, hey, don't fucking look at me or whatever. And then I hear, oh, you motherfucker, right? And then we turn around, and John is pissing on the back of Chris. That's his brother, and he's laughing.
Boys are so gross.
And we all start laughing. We're like, ha ha ha. You know?
Everybody starts pissing at
And
each other.
Chris is like super pissed, and then you know, of course, they hear all the commotion, and then they fucking come and rip us out of there, and we all get sent to bed. And then I'm sleeping, and then I hear this like commotion going on, like in my dream and in my head, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And I wake up, and Chris had woken up early because we had bunk beds in our room, and he was pissing on John.
In his face?
Yeah, or just pissing
While he
on
was
him.
Oh, just roll over.
Oh,
And
to
then
get him
fucking,
back.
and then they started fighting, and they hit the window. There was like a window that went out to like
Oh
the
my
balcony, or
gosh.
not a balcony, but an awning.
Oh.
And I thought they were gonna go through the window. And
Never a
shit.
dull moment, I'm sure.
You're just like watching, like, oh shit, get him.
Yeah. Oh, we were laughing. We fucking,
That's so
that was like an
crazy.
everyday occurrence.
Oh, that is so crazy. Boys are so gross.
Yeah.
It was super funny though.
It's funny.
Do we have a moment for a sponsor?
Yes, we do. Dun, dun, dun. Your one and only Dark and Jury. Dark and Jury is an edgy fashion and lifestyle brand that embraces great design and unsurpassed quality. Dark and Jury has quickly gained a following amongst fans of occult, horror, punk rock, heavy metal, and all-around free thinkers, and retailers worldwide without shoving a preachy, trendy, or political message down your throat. So buy the best, fuck the rest, darkandjuryclothing.com.
New website up. Check it out.
I'm still laughing about the pee.
Yeah. Dude, that's all me and my
Girls-
cousins did. We just
yeah.
fight each other like.
Girls can be just as gross, I think, but just not
Yeah.
as consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't know what. I don't really have a story for that, but I'm sure they can.
Have you ever like been able to tell the future in your dream? Like you dream of something and then it actually does happen. Maybe not exactly, but it's close.
Like deja vu.
Yes.
I've had deja vu, but
Yeah, I've had deja vu too.
just daily.
I've never had like a.
But not in my dream.
No?
No,
never
not,
had,
not like
the
in my
future
dream.
like unveiled or anything.
Yeah.
Let me find out you
know.
can have like these powers when you go to sleep.
No, I don't
What do
have
you see?
I-
What do you see?
not
I'm gonna
that I
set
had-
you up with an 800 number. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's set her up with
Start
Joe
calling
Rogan.
everyone.
1-800 Kylie. Tell you the future.
So what have you seen? What have you seen?
No, I was mainly just talking about the one incident of the night before I found out that I was having a boy. I had a dream it was a boy.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also like, That's like some motherly shit because you guys are connected, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought it was a girl up until then. Up until the night before, I swore up and down it was a girl.
You were convinced.
I
was
never.
convinced.
I never thought it was a girl.
I was convinced it was a
No.
girl, and then the night before we found out, which was his birthday,
Aw.
I had a dream, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's a boy!"
And what
we
was your dream
went.
like?
It was like I gave birth, and it was just like exactly like it just happened. I gave birth, and they were like, "Oh, it's a boy! Congratulations!" Just
That's so cool.
straight up.
That's so cool. I don't know if one day I ever get prego. I don't know if I want to know, but one side of me is like, of course you want to know because you want to get ready and get the nursery ready and all that good fun.
Yeah.
And the other part of me is like, I don't want to know because if I know, then I'm gonna have all these preconceived expectations or whatever I want for my kid, and I don't know. I kind of want to just be shocked at the same time. So who knows? We'll see what happens.
People go
Yeah.
either way. We were part of this like big pregnancy group, and I'd say probably like 4 out of the like 15 people didn't want to know.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of people that do that.
I don't know. I guess I like the mystery,
Yeah.
the whole, I don't know. Well, we'll see what happens. Probably change my mind in the future. Who knows? Be too excited.
But other than that, I haven't really been able to tell the future. So
Damn.
sorry, guys.
Yeah, I have some dreams about lotto numbers.
Oh, see, those are the
really?
kind of dreams you need to take seriously.
Yeah.
Why haven't we
Like,
won
did
the
you
lotto
play?
yet?
No. I said you should have dreams about
Oh, I
lotto.
thought
Oh,
you
I
said you
thought you said
had.
you had.
No.
I was like, oh shit.
Did you hear
I would
that?
instantly go buy a lotto ticket. Are you kidding me?
Did you hear recently there was a winning lotto ticket from College Station that went unclaimed?
What?
Someone probably bought it when they were fucking drunk
Ah.
I don't even know where College Station is.
near Baylor, right?
Okay. Is that College Station?
Yeah.
I'm new here. Sorry.
Yeah, it's close by.
Me too.
Is it near Baylor? I think College
Maybe.
Station is like a whole little, I don't know.
Maybe I'm
Anyway.
thinking the wrong thing. Well, anyway, I know it's in Texas.
Yeah, it's somewhere here. It's its own
Yeah.
little town.
Ugh.
But yeah, no, I don't think I've ever had like exciting dreams like that. Like, man, if I did, oh god, that'd be so cool.
Premonitions.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Anywho,
Have I ever told the deer story?
yeah.
Can't remember.
I don't remember.
Like on
if
an
we
actual
aired
episode?
it. I remember you
I don't know if
telling
we
us, but I
aired
don't
it.
remember if it was on air.
Yeah. I know it was the first time we were recording.
Okay.
Well,
But-
let's fucking hear it
Let's
then.
hear it then.
Yeah.
All right.
Here, it's a good one.
This is
It
my
is.
deer story. So I woke Kylie up at like 3 a.m. one night because
Yeah.
I had this. It was out of my entire life the most vivid dream I've ever had, and it was a dream that I died, and I woke up and it was like an area. It was very clean, very white, very bright, and there was just tons of people, and they were all like in little groups, and there were speakers talking to everybody. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And then a lady came up and was like, oh, it's okay, like you passed over, you know. And I'm like, oh shit, you know.
You're dead.
And then that she's like, well, just acclimate yourself and go over here. You're gonna start remembering things, all these lives that you've led. Just take it in, take it slow, right?
Damn.
And I'm like, oh, this is fucking weird. And then I'm like, where's Kylie? And she's like, oh, okay, Kylie's, she's still on, the
On
other
Earth.
side, and she's like, but, she'll be here soon or whatever, you can choose to go or you can choose to wait or whatever, and I'm like, okay. And then like, I was having like all these things, and the last time that I had died, we were together, and you can basically be whatever you want. You can go back as a fucking ladybug or
So like reincarnation.
yeah. He was basically you go up there, you remember everything, and then you come back to as whatever you want. And the last time we were there together, and you wanted to be a deer.
That is totally
And,
something I would probably say.
And I was like, fuck, I don't want to be a deer, but I got to go with her, right? So I was like, all right, let's be a deer. And then we were deer, and then I got shot and got sent right back.
Yeah.
And then you didn't come back, and I was
my
like,
little dear life.
yeah, you lived out your fucking deer life. Probably with some other buck.
Oh,
Right? Is that what they call male deers?
I think so. Making little Bambies.
Yeah, and then I went up there.
Look at him being all jealous of my dear boyfriend.
Fuck that guy. I went back to Earth to kill that guy.
These are the antlers, guys.
But in my dream, they were like, "Oh, she's not coming back for like 8 years or 7 years or whatever."
Oh.
And then that's our age difference. So then I went back to Earth or whatever in my dream, and then now we're here. Fuck it.
Now we're here.
So you went back, and then this is what you went back to, like your real life. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that
that explains like our age difference. Because
okay.
I'm 8 years younger.
Okay.
But when I was up there, like we keep intertwining. Like,
yeah.
Hold up. So you had this dream, and basically you were able to look. Basically, you went back in time in your dream.
Yeah.
Because you.
Well, I went to an alternative place, like
Yeah. Like you.
Like, what do they call that? Purgatory, but not in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's like you go there.
Purgatory's not bad.
Yeah, it's basically like a purgatory, and then you've lived all these lives, but when you go there, you get to fucking remember it all.
I feel like I have an image of when you go to this really badass museum, right? Mm-hmm. And there's like really echoey, and there's a lot of people everywhere walking around, and you're just like, what the fuck? And then somebody comes and like, can I help you?
Yeah.
And you're Sean, and don't be overwhelmed, blah, 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 blah. Go sit over here in front of the screen and take it all in, and then, come back and see me. Yeah. I feel like it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like they got TVs and shit.
Yeah, like there's screens.
Like in mine, you just remember
walking.
it. Like when people say something and it triggers.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the dream, it's just like it was just popping off.
He literally woke me up at 3 a.m, and he was so serious about this.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
We were deers.
I've never seen him more serious.
Like I wanted to go back as the hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jealous of my boyfriend.
That's
my buck boyfriend.
Your buck boyfriend.
I mean, I can only hope that it's something like that. You
Yeah.
know? Like I saw like a lot of interesting things where they would say like when you're on the verge of death and you see a light, it's
Rebirth.
It's the light of your first time seeing light as you're being reborn again.
There's a lot of theories.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I mean, I'll probably end up in hell.
If
But
there
at
is
least-
one.
Yeah, if there is, but at least Slayer and fucking
I think hell is on
Pantera will
Earth.
be there, right?
I feel like hell is on Earth because, and I'm not sure if there's a heaven. I don't really believe.
I mean, the concept of heaven would be weird. Like you go up there and just like all your fucking relatives and like your 10,000 pets and
Yeah.
everybody's like,
Hey,
"Whoa,"
Yeah.
and then now you just live there. You're just like, all right, But then like, there's all kinds of rules with religion and stuff. So like, if you're up there, like, can you not do anything fun? You know what I mean?
I think this is a whole different topic.
Yeah, this is a whole different topic that we should talk about because, Lord, I have watched some documentaries and I have listened to some podcasts, some researchers and doctors about all this stuff, and I am telling you, it's juicy content.
It is. Okay, so new subject.
Yeah, let's go back to
That'll
the
be for
dreams
another
and nightmares.
podcast.
Ooh, y'all know y'all want to hear it.
Yeah, stay tuned.
We got
another sponsor.
Yes, we do. Do-do-do-doom. Mod Ministry. You see how I make up my own songs now?
You gonna make a Mod Ministry
I need
song?
like some real sound
Start
effects
rapping
here.
some shit. Cage bras, titties.
Titty cages.
That threw me off. Mod Ministry merch creates for the edgy woman, the kind of woman who works hard but plays much harder, who embraces femininity but tests the societal limits. We are not for the faint of heart. We are bold. We are beautiful. Check out the Mod Ministry Etsy page for handmade harness lingerie. 5-star rated seller since 2014.
Whoop, whoop.
Boom.
The plays harder part sounds like super sexual.
It is sexual.
It is very sexual. It's lingerie.
It is sexual, and if you've seen the lingerie I make, you'd understand.
Check them
So go
out.
check it out.
Is that weird to think like things that you're creating with your hands?
Or like making people get down all the time. No, it's pretty awesome.
I think that's a superpower. Like,
Yeah.
jizzing all over your work.
I'm like,
Or not, because it could not even stay on for 2 minutes. So yeah.
Well, no, she makes it.
Well,
so
no,
that
I make them crotchless.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's all access.
Okay.
Stuff.
All access.
Easy access, all access. Check out the website.
Yeah, check it out.
Ay.
Well, any other little dreams you guys have ever had that have tripped you out?
I remember dreaming that I met Diego in person, and this is way before I even saw him on Skype or whatever.
So you didn't
we were
even
just
know of
talking.
him?
No, I knew him.
Oh, okay.
We were just talking.
Yeah, gotcha.
Just pictures. Never seen each other in person. Never even Skyped
Just
yet.
pictures.
Just
dick pics.
cute pictures.
Really pics?
No. My sweetie's so shy like that. That didn't happen, But and I dreamed that we met in person. I dreamed I could hear his voice. And then when I actually met him in person, I freaked the fuck out because I remember vividly, what his voice sounded like. And I imagined him to have kind of a soft spoken voice.
Maybe you were both deers in a past life.
Oh my God. They were parrots on the Amazon. But, when I met him, I told him, and it totally tripped him out. He was like, yeah, okay. I was like, okay, I won't reveal everything.
Yeah.
But this bitch is crazy.
Yourself. She's obsessed.
I was like, oh shit, he sounds just like my dream. This is freaky,
That's funny.
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
What about you? Any memorable dreams, nightmares?
Gosh, most of the time I don't remember my dream. I'll remember it for maybe a couple seconds, and then I'm like, okay, go on with my day. You know?
Yeah.
The other day, though, a couple weeks ago, I had a dream about a tornado, and it stuck with me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, we've also been watching a lot of shows where there's tornadoes in the fucking shows for some reason.
Superstore.
And at the season finale, a tornado comes and fucks up the whole place.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. No, lately there's been a bunch of them in real life, though.
Well,
Yeah.
that
For real,
too.
for real.
And it's something I've never really had to think about because when you live in California, it's just earthquakes.
Just earthquakes.
Yes.
There's no tornado.
That's
danger.
true.
They have a little. We had a fire NATO one time.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. It wasn't close to us. It
And
was
y'all have all those
NorCal.
fires, too,
Yeah, that's when it happened. It was a
God.
big
Yeah.
something with the
There was a
air
huge
pressure and stuff.
fire,
It started a fire
And then
NATO.
it just swirled like a tornado.
People out with their joints over there, this
Like someone needs
Light
to
it
just
up.
throw some sharks in there. Call it Shark Fire NATO. That could be
Shark
number
Fire
8.
NATO. That's funny. I actually have seen the movie. Have y'all seen it? It's actually good. But good fun.
You?
I mean, I used to be able to remember all of these vivid dreams, but the only one. I mean, I got mad at you for that one. I had a dream of. It was again a surreal one. We were living in we lived in an apartment when we first moved here.
This is recent.
Yeah.
Oh,
And,
yesterday.
In the dream.
It's all dish.
In the dream.
She actually knows who this girl is.
Yeah. So in the dream, I'm in the apartment and I think I was taking a shower or something, and I get out and Bane's just chilling in the living room, and I'm like, where the fuck is Kylie? And then I'm looking around, she's not answering her phone, and then I go downstairs and then I hear her cackling, Right,
Cackling. Apparently I cackle. I don't laugh, I cackle.
And I'm like, where the fuck is she, right? And then I go down and she's in the jacuzzi with this other chick, making out, in,
Oh, shit.
the middle of the complex, and I'm like, what the fuck?
But why were you mad at her? Because of the chick or because she left Bane?
All the above. She's
Ah,
doing this in public.
Okay. The chick in public.
No
elevate.
consultation of me. You know what I mean? And then,
But if you knew, it'd be okay.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. But and then Bane was
My
just chilling by
consent.
himself.
Yeah.
But it seemed real, and then I woke up and and I knew it was a dream or whatever, but then it just kind of put me in a mood, kind of
So you understand the
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was my last kind of vivid one.
The one thing though we have to talk about is the fucking dreams where what are they called? Where you're paralyzed? What are those nightmare dreams?
Oh, Adam with the duffel bag porn. He's like one of my oldest and best friends.
I literally can see him.
Sorry,
And we've
Adam.
done so much. We've played in bands together. We've done like all these things.
You relate him to
We've
duffel
been
bags full of
tattoo artists. We've been like homeless together. We've done like so many things together. But he's the duffel bag porn guy for some reason.
Duffel bag porn.
But he had sleep paralysis. He
Yes,
probably still
that's what I'm
does.
talking about.
Yeah, I remember when
Fucking
we
had
were
that.
at our apartment and we had played video games and hung out. And I woke up and he was sleeping on the couch and I was like, "Hey Adam, I'm gonna go get like a breakfast burrito, dude. Do you want one?" And he was like sitting there, and then I was like, "Hey," and I like kicked him. And I'm like, "I'm gonna go, dude. Either fucking tell me or you don't get no breakfast, dude." And then I was like, "All right, fuck you, man." And then I started walking away, and then he's like, "Burrito!" He comes like exploding up, right? And I like stopped and I turned around. I'm like, "What the fuck,
Say
dude?"
help me, not burrito.
He said burrito, and I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? What's wrong with you?" He's like, "Dude, I have sleep paralysis." He's like, "I've been trying to answer you for like a minute."
Oh
And
shit!
I'm like, "Oh fuck."
I was like, help me, you know, no, I want a burrito. Like, so he, at this point, he's just accepted it and just like, this is what happens to me. And I'm like I am hungry. I want a burrito, but you know, I can't move.
Yeah, he just says like it feels like somebody's holding him down, and like he
God.
just struggles to like,
That's so weird.
you know, like you give the signals to like fire up and do something, and they're just not listening to you.
I didn't realize that was a thing. That's
Yeah.
kind of scary.
My poor husband has had that happen to him a lot in his life, and he has like he can tell you his stories, and that happened to me once, but it happened to me because I don't know what it was medically. Something was wrong, and I went to go get checked out, and they gave me these hard ass drugs. It was Vicodin, and I don't know what else. So I was hallucinating. This was the creepiest motherfucking thing that ever happened to me. And my brother's a witness, and my little sister's a witness. You know, so I was in my first little apartment I ever moved in, a little flat studio apartment. And so they said pop this in an hour, and then pop this other one in 2 hours later. So I did so. Probably a little bit sooner than I should have. The second one, that's probably what happened.
Start tripping balls.
Yeah, man. I went to go to sleep and I knocked out. Right, medicine knocked me out, and then I wake up and I'm literally looking around and I'm just sleepy as hell, and I'm like, man, I'm thirsty. I'm thinking to myself, and I go to try to get up, and I'm like, the fuck, I can't move. Like I can't fucking move.
Ew.
So. And then I start hearing these little kids are in my apartment, like a little boy and a little girl, and they're like, laughing.
Cackling.
Yes, fucking cackling. Like it was an evil little laugh, right? And I'm like, these motherfucking kids broke into because there was a house that was close by. There was children there, and I was like, these fucking kids broke into my house, man. I was like, what the fuck can I move? And I was like, starting to, my blood pressure was going up, and my bed was huge. It was probably, I think I had a king size bed for myself, whatever. And I just remember I used to have this divider, this thin curtain like see-through divider, because it was a studio apartment, and I remember it kind of moving, and I remember seeing it moving, and all these fucking kids, and right in front of it was the kitchen, and I could hear them playing with the pans and the spoons and shit, and I was like, oh, like, get the fuck out of my house, why are you here?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what the fuck can I move? Like, I'm starting to freak out like fucking crazy at this point, and then I feel the bed, they're like on my bed, and they're like 4, 3, 2, and I'm like, oh, like screaming, because I'm like, they're gonna fucking get me. And then at that point, my hand was able to move, and I could move my fucking hand, and I was like, the kids are gone. I was like, oh shit, there's no kids in here. No fucking, I'm just like, everything's happening.
Dude, that gave me chills.
I'm not fucking kidding. They were there, like, oh, I swear to God, they were there. And then I'm like moving my hand as slow as I possibly can. I still can't move my head. I can't move nothing. And I'm just moving my hands, and I see my phone, and I'm like, like just trying to grab my phone.
Yeah.
And then, I grab my phone, and then I see call this, and I'm just like this, just doing this. It was those regular phones, smartphones. And I call my brother, and I said, dude, I can't fucking move. I need you to come. Like, I need you to come now. And he's like, what the fuck happened? And I can't go. I'm at work. And I told Josie to go check you out. And then I'm like, okay, tell her to hurry up. I'm at feel so bad, you know, like, I'm just telling him. I said, somebody's in my fucking house. I told him, somebody's here. And he's like, what the fuck, you know, and then somebody's here, and Joseph gets there, but by the time she gets there, my little sister, by the time she gets there, I can move. I can move again. And I was like, what the fuck happened to me? What the fuck? And I'll just look at those pills. I'm like, oh, fuck these pills. You know, like, oh, never again. You know, so I was fully awake, y'all. Like, I literally, it gave me sleep paralysis. Like, I don't know if I was overdosing and I was knocked out and that was my only chance to wake the fuck up.
Creepy.
And I lived, you know? Or, like, if I was near death, some crazy shit. I don't know what the hell. But
creepy. That
was the worst fucking thing ever. So, when Diego tells me his stories, sleep paralysis, I'm like, yeah, that's crazy, man. Because I'm like, oh, I'm telling you. And
have you guys ever fallen asleep like on your arm, like fallen asleep like this, and then you wake up in the middle of the night and then your arm is completely like dead, and then you're like you feel like the fingers and shit, and you're like
yourself getting it down.
Yeah, and you turn over and your arm just goes like.
Oh my god!
Holy fuck.
Your leg when it falls asleep though, you go to get up,
or you get a cramp. That's fucking sucks.
Well, we are at the end of our show, guys.
Oh yes,
man, it was quick.
Yeah.
Please tell us your stories. I want to hear in the comments.
Your best, worst, scariest, weirdest dream,
nightmare,
wettest dream.
Yeah,
wettest dream, squirtiest dream. We got life in the comment section.
Yeah, the first one is from our Tumblr, from Jackson Winkelson.
Oh, that's cute.
Says your
Winkelson.
Winkelson.
All right.
Yes. Your theme song is nasty. I put emphasis on the nasty. It just says your theme song is nasty. I don't know. I'm reading that as it's nasty, like good.
like nasty good.
Well, the theme song is my band, Last Nail in the Coffin. It's a song called "Hungover and Hellbound."
It's actually pretty cool.
Check out Last Nail in the Coffin.
I don't know because if he was like nasty, like good, when he put like an exclamation mark,
or does he mean nasty like it just sounds bad to his ears?
I don't know.
Could be
Jackson Winkelson, please Jackson. Let us know what you really mean by that.
Mr. Winkelson, if
Thank
you could
you.
so please give more information on that. We'd like the feedback. Let's see. The next comment is from Eric Montebello on Facebook. He says, this is easily one of my top 10 favorite podcasts of all time. So good.
Aw, thanks, Eric.
We made the top 10. What's his last name? Montebello?
Montebello.
Like the Count of Montebello.
Yeah. Sounds like Monte Carlo. Eric
Fancy.
Monte Carlo. It sounds so gangster.
Top 10. What are the other 9? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, we want to know your favorite podcasts too.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Do you check out Joe Rogan? Do you check out the Whiskey Ginger?
Check out Stevee Wee Bee show.
Yeah.
Your boy's gonna be on it.
Tiger Belly.
By the time this one's out, I've already done it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So go to his channel and watch.
Close to airing by the time this one comes out. So
sweet.
Go follow.
Yeah, and subscribe to his channel, Stevee Wee Bee. He's really good.
He's so good with that piano.
Yeah.
I like the little melodies.
Well, it's been a fun one. You want to take us out since you brought us in?
All right. Well then, thanks everyone for watching another episode of Necro Electric, discussing all of our dreams,
our nightmares,
scary, straight up creepy,
creepy as shit.
Anyone have anything they want to plug real quick before I sign off?
Nope. Shout out to the fam like always. Love you guys.
Shout out to our fam. We're gonna go to California too.
Yeah, for a whole week.
Yeah, we're gonna work on our album. We're gonna celebrate Bane's 2nd birthday.
Aww.
And I'm gonna be in LA at the Stevee Wee Bee show.
Sweet.
And we're gonna go catch a concert or so.
Go eat some good sushi for me. I heard that Kylie has some good sushi.
You don't, or you say eat it or bring it back?
Both. Bring it back.
It might be a little rank by the time I bring it back.
It'll be in my belly.
Just take good pictures so I can be like, damn. On Instagram.
All right. Well, that concludes it. Thanks, everyone.
Later.
See you next time.